Hey y'all. Good morning. Good morning. Let me turn this TV down, y'all. All right. What's today? Wednesday? Happy Wednesday, y'all. Let me let everybody get up in here. How are y'all doing this morning? What time is it? Y'all, I'm on here early. Y'all know I don't be on early. I barely can get up early. So y'all know I must have a word. Hey, y'all. All right. So let's discuss how we're going to get these assets through business credit. What does it mean? Because, I talk about leverage a lot. So my whole thing is I'm wanting you guys to leverage the business credit after you build it, right? But I also understand that a lot of us don't really know what leveraging really means. We don't know the true definition of assets, right? We don't know. We just hear it. Okay, leverage the business credit. Like, what does that mean? How do I do that? What do you mean get assets? What's an asset? How is this an asset to me? So when I say assets, in my opinion, is anything that's going to generate cash flow. So a lot of people will look at a vehicle as a liability. And yes, it's a liability when it's through your personal credit. It's a liability when it's a personal asset. So if I just want to go and get me, where my thing go? Hold on, y'all. Okay. If I just want to go get me a BMW or a Mercedes, just because I like it, it's cute, and I'm using my social, that's going to be considered a liability. I'm not considering that an asset at all. It's not doing anything for me. It's just depreciating. As soon as you drive a car off the lot, it depreciated. The value has went down significantly as soon as you drive a vehicle off the lot. Mercedes, whatever, I don't care, whatever kind of car it is, right? It's going to depreciate. But when you're getting that vehicle through your business, it can be considered an asset if you work it right. It's not automatically an asset because you got the car through your business. That's another misconception. Just because you got the car through your business does not make it an asset. It only becomes an asset when that vehicle starts to generate a cash flow for you. When it starts generating a cash flow, that is when something becomes an asset. So when you go and get these vehicles through your business, you want to have a plan in mind. How is this car going to generate cash flow or pay for itself? It's still considered an asset if the vehicle is paying for itself. So if I'm like, you know what, I want a nice car. Ain't never had a luxury vehicle. I want a nice car, but the math got to be mathing, and you got to be able to make it make sense. You got to be able to make it make sense, right? So even if you want the vehicle to pay for itself, because a lot of these luxury vehicles, even if you have a good credit score, your monthly payment is still going to be high. Remember back in the day when you could have like a 720 credit score and you go get a car and you got these low payments? That's not necessarily the case anymore. I know people who have super strong credit profiles, nice credit scores, and they're still paying an arm and a leg each month. So if you want to go out and get a Maserati, that car needs to be paying for itself. If you got $1,000 car payment, $800 car payment, $500 car payment, how can you make that car pay for itself, right? So before we go to the dealership, before we even think about anything, getting a car through the business, getting an Airbnb, before we think about any of that, how am I going to turn this into an asset? How is this going to better my life, put money in my pocket, or pay for itself? The worst thing you can do is generate a bunch of liabilities and you're just paying out. Nothing's coming in, you're just paying out. This is why it's important to have a plan. So you get the vehicle through your business, right? You got the business vehicle. So now, tax write-off. That's one way that it can become an asset. Tax write-off. You're going to put the vehicle on hire car, Turo, private rentals. You can still do private rentals, prom season. You got a super, super nice luxury car, prom season. You can privately rent it out. Of course, you want to make sure that you have commercial insurance and all of the things because it's a commercial vehicle. Transporting. You want to go and get a Sprinter. There's a million things that you can do with a Sprinter. One of my clients has an event space, and she was like, I just need a Sprinter because I need to transport like the photo booth and the decor and all of that. I'm like, well, what else can you do? Medical transportation, transporting kids in the summertime to and from daycare. There's a million different ways that you can make money, or at the very least, the vehicle can pay for itself. So then it becomes an asset. Anything that's going to generate cash flow, then it becomes an asset. Let's say you have an event space. Let's say you have a salon suite, an event space. You have a space. Do you know how much of an asset you just having a space can be? You just having a space is a huge asset. You have something that you can sell. You have something that people want. You have something that's going to generate cash flow for you. Turn it into a virtual address spot. Turn it into a virtual address spot. People will pay you to utilize your space for virtual address. Hold workshops. If you don't hold workshops, advertise so that other people who teach can hold workshops. Put it on Peerspace. Find a little corner in your space, a little suite. Put it on Peerspace and have people rent it out hourly for meetings, for content. Now it's an asset. So you don't just want a business. You also want an asset. Another thing that I see a lot of business owners do, business owners who are in service-based businesses or, trucking, whatever. You guys, become affiliates. Affiliate money ain't nothing to play with. I'm trying to tell you. Affiliate money is nothing to play with. If you are constantly recommending a certain product or service to someone, the company should be paying you. If you take my course and you go get the vehicle through your business and you live in California and a certain dealership, they work with you, they gave you their contact information, y'all were really vibing. Refer people to them and get paid for it. They're going to get a commission, so you should be getting a commission. Build relationships. If you are an entrepreneur, a business owner, build relationships. That is your bag. Your bag is not just dependent upon your business. There's affiliate. There's, relationship building. There's the assets that come with it. There's different streams that you need to be pulling out of your one business, especially if the business is in a season where it's not doing that great. If your business is in a season where it's not doing that great, and we all have those seasons. There needs to be other streams with extremely low overhead where you can collect your coins from. I'm adding affiliates to my story. Yes, affiliate is a great way to make extra money. It's a great way. So anytime you are suggesting anything, product, service, go to this dealership. They work with me. They did me right. Go here. That dealership needs to be paying you. You go and get a line of credit and a loan from one particular credit union. You have an account manager or a personal banker. You can get a personal banker without being rich. You can have a banker that you just work with. Refer people to them and you get a commission. These institutions have programs like that. They are not going to tell you about those programs unless you ask. And you don't have to do it in a way. You can just reach out via email. Hey, I have a couple of people that I wanted to refer. I was wondering if you guys have any type of affiliate programs. So now you're collecting a couple thousand a month, multiple streams. You're collecting a couple thousand a month just from that. So not only do you have the vehicle that's making you money 3 different ways, not only do you have the short-term rental that's making you money 3, 4, 5 different ways, you also have the affiliate part. You built relationships. You also have that portion. Once you put yourself out there and really start building relationships, they're going to come to you. They're going to be knocking at your door like, oh, hey, will you promote this for me? I'll pay you this. Stop giving away. Stop doing so much stuff, not thinking like a business owner, not thinking like an entrepreneur. That is the point. You don't want just a quick cash grab, because the quicker you make that money, the faster it's going to dwindle. And that's not to say and be negative. That's not to say, oh, your business is going to stop making money, but businesses go through seasons. We all know this. You could be popping one minute, the next minute you're like, ooh, man. This is why it's so important to have multiple streams of income. Pull more than one income out of your one business. If you get a short-term rental, y'all, there's about 10 different ways that you can make money from a short-term rental. Let's stop focusing on just the Airbnb portion. There's a million other ways. You get a short-term rental. Yes, the Airbnb, all of that, that's going to be your main source, right? But if your occupancy rate drops and you're not getting booked the way that you once were, that's not to say you still getting booked. You used to get booked 28 days out of the month. Now let's say you're getting booked about 18 days out the month. Those other few days, what are you going to do to make that income? What are you going to do? Set it up so people can come and do photo shoots. I did photo shoots in my Airbnbs. And while I was doing my photo shoots and my branding photos, I'm like, other people could do the same thing. Advertise, market, social media, y'all. Social media is free. Like, you literally have the world at your fingertips. So when you get the short-term rental, you want to market and advertise it in such a way where it's not only going to appeal to your guests, but it's also going to appeal to content creators, influencers, new business owners. You can appeal to chefs who need some branding photos. If I'm a chef and you set your kitchen up nice and you're advertising, I'm going to say, ooh, I can take my book cover photo shoot in there. That's a nice kitchen. Oh, I love the colors. I love the way they got it set up. Do you know? Now you're building a relationship, because now you can build relationships with photographers. Now they're going to recommend your space. Like, oh, you know what? It's a really nice Airbnb around here. We could get some good pictures. Build relationships with photographers. Y'all, I'm trying to tell you. The reason why a lot of people will continue to make money and always have money is because they're resourceful. They're innovative. They're thinking outside the box. They're not just watching people on social media and doing what they do. That's not a true investor. That's not a true business owner. You have to be innovative. The same innovation that you give at your job when your boss asks you to do something and you're like, you know what would make more sense if we did it this way? That's the same energy that you need to be putting towards your business. Same energy. So in my Airbnb masterclass, when we have our first Zoom tomorrow, and I'm going to go over this topic and really touch on it, because your short-term rental is not just to be booked out by guests. You need to be booked for everything, 10 different ways. 10 different ways. That is how you will always consistently make money. If you have a daycare, do you know how many people want to open daycares and have no idea what to do or where to start? That's not to say you're going to teach them the state laws and the licensing portion of it, but you can definitely teach them where to get the supplies on the low. Girl, go get your stuff from Sam's Club. This is where I get my stuff wholesale. This is how I do this. These are the cleaning people that I hire. You can hold workshops. People want to open daycares. Guaranteed. What you're doing, someone else is looking at you like, wow, how did they do that? It can be something literally as simple as, I don't know, opening the damn box. Was somebody at the door? Somebody is at the door, but I don't think I want to answer it. Hold on, y'all. No, we're going to close it up. All right. Yeah, I'm sorry I had to come all the way out here. Are we closing it? Yeah. Did you go online? Mm-hmm. It's the 26th or the 29th. I have to look. But it's scheduled. All right. Thank you. You got it. Good. Cool guy. He was saying that we still want him to do the chlorine or something. Sorry, y'all. I'm glad I did answer. That was the pool guy. All right, where was I? Y'all know I lose my train of thought like so fast. Where was I, y'all? Somebody tell me. Because I done lost my train of thought. What were we talking about? Because I know y'all paying attention. I know somebody know. Because, child, I lost my whole train of thought. Short-term rentals. Okay. So, I think the daycare to short-term rentals. Oh, okay. Yeah, so making money 10 different ways from your short-term rentals. Yeah, daycare. Okay. So, yeah, whatever you want to do, somebody else is looking at you like, how did they do that? Girl, all I did was open up a cardboard box. Somebody's looking at you like, dang, how she open that box like that? I know how to open boxes, but I don't know how to open it that way. I know how to open boxes, but the way she did it, y'all, somebody wants to do what you're doing. Somebody wants to be taught how you did it. Somebody wants to be taught. And depending on the type of short-term rental you get, if you go with the private owner. So let's say you go with the private owner over a luxury apartment building. You can really do a million different things because you have more leeway. You have more room. You have a private owner. You have a private landlord. There's a million things that you can do. A million things. You can hold events in there. You could trainings. Listen, it's a million things you can do. You just have people sign waivers. They're not going to tear the place up. But there are so many things, and it's about your marketing too. It is also about, girl, you would be surprised. Somebody wants to open a cardboard box the exact way you do. But I just want you guys to think outside the box. It's about to be 2023. Like, we don't have that many more months. We're in September. So if you have not made any moves, make them now. You do not want to go into 2023 and you didn't make any moves. Because you guys know, like I always say, whether you start today or next year, time is still moving. You know how many things that I wish I would have did 10 years ago that I'm doing now? And I look back like, dang, if I would have started 10 years ago, I would have been on a beach chilling somewhere. Like I would be that, y'all, that's facts. Like I'm seriously, look how fast the year went by. I literally feel like it just turned 2022. Look how fast this is how fast time's flying. And the older you get, the faster time is going to fly. I'm trying to tell you, the older you get, the quicker time flies. So you want to start establishing your authority in whatever industry that you're in now. The quicker you establish your authority in an industry, the quicker you'll be able to make more money from it. Because when you establish yourself as an authority in whatever industry that you're in, people are going to come to you. People are going to come to you with different opportunities. And those opportunities are another way for you to make more income, more cash flow. But you cannot establish yourself as an authority in any industry if you don't do anything. If you don't make any moves. If you want to get into Airbnb and short-term rentals, get in it now. If you want to eventually have your own fleet of cars and your own rental company, get in now. You can be a broker, y'all. You can be a broker in the vehicle industry. You don't necessarily have to rent out your cars. I teach this in my masterclass. You don't necessarily have to rent out cars and go. There's other ways. You can work with a broker and you'll get a percentage of that. But you want to start establishing yourself as an authority in whatever industry it is that you're in, whatever industry that you want to get in. Go into it with the mentality like, not only am I going to do short-term rentals, not only am I going to have my private rental fleet, I'm going to become an expert in that field. Because you becoming an expert in that field is going to make you more money. Period. Whatever it is that you do. I don't care what, and you guys, let me know what industry you're in. Because I'm about to throw some ideas out there. Let me know what industry you're in. What is your business? What are you doing? Have an awesome day. Fleet of Sprinter vans, hair, REI, trucking, fashion. Are you someone That's going to show how to get property owners to agree unless someone uses. Yes, that's taught in my class. Fashion designer, retail transportation, clothing store, manicure. Y'all, t-shirt, Sage and sea moss, Airbnb, transportation for kids, skincare, computer repair, short-term rental. You guys, realtor. These are all amazing ideas. These are all amazing industries. Gutter cleaning and pressure washing, hair care, long-term rentals. These are great ideas. These are great ideas. These are great industries, great businesses. I haven't seen one industry where I'm like, you might not want to do that. These are all great industries and great ideas where you can establish yourself as an authority and 10 times your cash flow. Transport, about to get into bookkeeping and notary. You guys. And another thing, when you are establishing yourself as an authority, your marketing matters. So when you're doing your business credit, when you're building your business credit, you also want to make sure that you are putting aside a portion for marketing. Put aside a portion for marketing. You can get a billboard. There are a lot of billboard companies that have net 30 terms, net 60 terms, where you can pay as you go. Y'all, tax prep, so don't just think, okay, I'm doing transportation, now I want to do hair, now I want to do, pull 10 streams of income out of that one first. That's not to say that, you don't want to do anything else, because this is why I like short-term rentals, because it's something passive to do while you have your main business. But you don't want to jump to a completely other, okay, I'm a travel agent and now I want to do hair. Pull all the streams of income that you can out of one. You get your first short-term rental, get 3 more. Okay, cool. I'm making a good, $15,000 a month. I'm in transportation. I got my short-term rentals and I got my car, which I really got the car for me, but now I'm about to make another source of income from it. That's 3 sources of income. You know what? I established myself as an authority figure. My marketing's on point. People know, like, and trust me. Now I'm going to start coaching. I'm going to start teaching. Do y'all understand what I'm saying? Another thing before I go, because I'm going to get on y'all this morning, okay? Listen, I need you guys to start talking to people, building relationships, ask questions. We're no longer, I don't know if they do net 30 terms, or I don't know. Ask questions. Furniture places do net 30, net 60, net 90 terms. Pay as you go. All you have to do is ask. Once you get your first short-term rental, it's very easy to get the second one. Talk to them. Hey, I have this first one. I'm thinking about getting 5 more, but I need a discount. You get what you negotiate. I will never have my students ever say, I can't do this. This isn't working. You get what you negotiate. Well, have you talked to an underwriter? Have you negotiated? Have you tried to get a discount on the rent? You have 3 units now. Why are you paying the full rent on all 3 units? Why? Because you know why? Because you didn't ask. It's literally as simple as that. You did not ask. Yes, you get, and that's in anything. You get what you negotiate in anything. I don't know if you're from the city or not, but I'm from Philly. When they used to sell the CDs outside and you walk by and they're like, okay, I give you 3 for 10, 3 for 20. And you're like, listen, not for these 3 CDs. This was back in the day. Not for these to give me 3 for 10, because these are old. These aren't new CDs anyway. Give me 3 for 10. No, 15. No, 3 for 10. And then you end up walking away with a whole bunch of shit that you didn't even want or need for the low. Same principle. Even when you go to lenders, and you may go to a lender that takes a brokerage fee, negotiate the fee. We take 8% from each loan. How about you take 5%? How about you take 6%? Hell, if they charge 8%, even 7% is better. But you get what you negotiate, you guys. You get what you negotiate in this world. The people that reach the top faster, or the ones who are the most aggressive, and the ones who negotiate. For real, that's facts. And the ones who move. That's another thing. You have to, there's only so many times that you can watch a live, or you can look at everybody else, or you can sit and feel stuck because it seems like everybody around you, not even around you, but everybody that you're watching on social media are millionaires. They didn't become that way overnight. It was a slow grind. And the best part for you is that there's so much more information available now that it doesn't have to be a slow grind for you. Your grind is not going to be as slow as the people who started 5 years ago. That's where you have the advantage. Your grind is not going to be as slow as somebody who started 3 years ago, because there's more information coming out every day. You have more information available to you than there was 3 years ago. So you have an advantage. Everybody who's now just getting into their business and just kind of getting their feet wet, just getting in their groove, you have an advantage right now. Because there's more information available. There's more courses available. There's more trainings available. There's more knowledge being shared. So you have an advantage. Take advantage of that. Take advantage of the information. So it doesn't have to take you 5 years, 10 years to get to that point that it took, that it was taking people 10 years ago. So if you want to get into passive income and multiple streams of income, you need to start now. I don't mean just sitting back and kind of like, I'm just gonna, you have to move. That is the only way. The thing that I love and have a love and hate relationship with. But as business owners and entrepreneurs, we pretty much build the parachute on the way down. Like, we jump first. That's like what I love and hate about myself when it comes to business. I tend to ask questions later. Like, I'm gonna jump out the plane. Facts. I'm jumping out the plane. I'm going to figure the rest out as I'm going down, but I'm going to jump out this plane. We're risk takers. Entrepreneurs and business owners are risk takers. But the bigger the risk, the bigger the reward. Half the risk that I did not take, I would not be, you're going to take some L's, you're going to take some losses, that's life. But you're not going to gain anything by never taking a risk. You're going to gain nothing by never taking a risk. The biggest real estate moguls took a risk. They took risk. That's what entrepreneurship is about. You take risk. I done took risk on so many things. Have all of them worked out? No. But I learned something, and I'm glad I took the risk. So you have to move. You have to make a move. You have to. You have to. So I just wanted to come on here, and I felt the spirit this morning. I wanted to come on here and give you guys some motivation to start. When I woke up and I saw I was like, it's September 14th already. Y'all. September 14th already. You're welcome. Hey, Jacqueline, September 14th. The fact that it's September 14th sent me. I was like, no. It's not about to be October. Like, no. That shows you right there how fast time flies. Like, it's crazy. It is crazy. So if you have a goal, let's say by summertime, by next summer, if you have a goal to have a post-op care, a recovery house, which is like something I'm trying to get into now, a recovery house, a salon suite, an event space, a trucking company, short-term rentals, vehicles, whatever. You need to start now, not later. You need to start now. That way, by summertime, you have everything is up and running. You're cool. You got your business credit in order. You got your funding. You got everything is up and running. You're good to go. The longer you wait, the more the rules change, the harder it's going to be for you. That's just facts. You're welcome. That is just facts. So if you're thinking about going into short-term rentals, join the masterclass. The link is in my bio, or you can DM me for the link. If you're just starting your business credit journey, then you don't need to be in, you need to be in the business bundle masterclass. If you're just starting your business credit journey, you need to be in the business bundle masterclass. If you're trying to leverage that and gain assets, then you need to be in the Airbnb masterclass. But yes, get it done. Hey, Alicia. Get it done. Like, I cannot stress enough how you have to make moves, and you don't even have to Small moves, small steps. Small steps turn into bigger steps that build you the confidence that take the leap, to take the leap. Small steps turn into bigger steps that give you the confidence to then take the leap. That makes sense? Does that make sense? The more smaller steps that you take, the more movement, and it's going to give you the confidence to really start getting into the groove and making those huge strides and those really big jumps. But the longer you sit, your confidence just starts to dwindle down. You got to be able to hold the energy, even if your business isn't making any revenue, even if you feel like, dang, everybody else is selling, nobody's buying from me, this is too hard. You got to be able to keep that same energy as when shit was good. Keep that same energy as when you first started, when you were excited. You have to. Keep that same energy even when it gets hard, because it's not going to be easy. Even when it gets hard, even when you're not making any money. Keep that same energy. It's going to pay off. It's going to pay off. I promise you. All right, y'all. I'm about to get on off of here. So I hope that resonates. I hope something that I said resonates with you guys. Link is in my bio, or you can DM me. Y'all know I don't mind a DM. Or you can DM me about the masterclasses. You can hit the link in my bio. But you guys start something. For real. Whatever it is. If you're still in the researching phase, research today. Take some notes today. Do something today that's going to push your business or your thought process forward. All right? So, all right, y'all. I will talk to y'all later.